This weekend marks the third anniversary of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The new administration wants to end the war on their terms. But experts say the U.S. needs to include Europe and Ukraine at the negotiating table.
So what could or should be the next step? Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp shares how experts are responding.
Under the previous administration, Biden would comment on Ukraine's bravery in defending their country and assert that the U.S. would continue to support Ukraine. But there's a shift in the U.S. attitude towards the war following President Trump's return to the White House. Trump has shut out Ukraine from peace negotiations with the Kremlin, and there's a growing feud between Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
It cannot just be a deal between U.S. and Russia and not having Ukraine. It can't just be a deal. It has to be a good deal. And that good deal entails having Ukraine at the table, having European leaders buy in.
Policy and Ukraine experts held a recent discussion with the Center for European Policy Analysis about Ukraine's future. While the U.S. is encouraging European leaders to step up their contributions, experts say it's vital that the U.S. remains engaged in aid for Ukraine.
What we really have to focus on is what's going to give you a lasting peace. Is going to require that we maintain and not abandon one of our strongest forms of strength, which is our ability to work with our allies and partners.
Despite the negotiations going on between Russia and the U.S., experts say Ukraine needs to continue advocating for EU and NATO membership, which they say is critical for deterrence against future attacks. And while there are different ideas about a framework for Ukraine's stability and security, experts recommend the U.S. to appoint a special envoy or representative for Ukraine's security and defense, help build Ukraine's defense industrial base, and make the messaging clear about their goals for Ukraine.
Having Congress going on the record and reaffirming U.S. support for Ukraine could be absolutely critical at this point.
In Washington, Rachel Knapp, Erie News Now.